Here we go, guys. I've already fixed the flybar equidistant completely. And also, please don't forget there are also grub screws at the bottom of the flybar cage, grub screws on the top and bottom. So don't forget to tighten both of them here. And I have got the flybar weights at an equidistance from here to here, equidistance from here to here. Now, next part is the flybar paddles are here. So we need to start inserting the flybar paddles. Again, it's simple as I just hold it and start turning it and screwing it in, and see to it that both this flybar paddle and this side's flybar paddle, both of them are equidistant from the center, or you can take from here to here. And what you can do is simple as it is, take the length of the entire threads here and complete the threads and just turn by one or two. And very important is, you need to see to it that this is turning in a clockwise direction, and this is the leading edge of the flybar. So that means to say this should be facing here like this, not like this. It should be facing in this direction. Let me just place it here just to show you. And the other flybar should be facing in this direction. So when they turn, they are turning across in a clockwise direction. All right. So let us go ahead and fix this entire thing and be back again in a few minutes. Another thing which I wanted to point out was if the flybar is not going through the flybar rod very easily, you just have to open this this opening here little bit more. Just take across maybe an X-Acto knife or maybe even your star screwdriver and just remove some of the plastic at the opening. I would anytime prefer to take a X-Acto knife like this and just place it inside and just very lightly remove the plastic so that it chamfers itself. So the opening will be slightly larger and it will become easier for the threads to catch onto this and move inside the rod. And again, don't tighten it too much, let it go all the way as much as possible. We have installed the flybar paddles now, as I stated earlier, equidistance from here to here, very equally placed. Everything seems to be fine, and this is the leading edge. This is the leading edge. So when they are turning clockwise, the leading edge should actually cut the air. So make a note of that. And when you are actually fixing the flybar paddles, also see to it that the flybar paddle here, this one is in a line with this. That means to say the leading edge and the trailing edge, it should literally pass through the screws. When you see from here, yes, you can, I think you can see that there. So this is the right angle. That means that this should be parallel to the flybar cage. This flybar cage, the flybar paddle should be parallel to the flybar cage. Same thing across for this. This also has to be done in the same manner. Let me show. Yeah, it is done. If not, turn the flybar paddle, hold, of course, use a plier, etc., and then twist and turn so that you get the right angle here and it's parallel with this. So this is finished. Now the next part is the tail control rod or the tail push rod, which you had also removed it from the tail boom packet that you got. Plus also you need to open up package number 6. Here you will see this two small, let me just show it to you here. Let me just come a little bit forward. You can see these two small units here. These you need to remove from this packet, and we will have to insert this here in this fashion inside and super glue it, or have put a drop of CA in it on both the ends. That is stated here in your manual, which is page number 11 on the manual. You can see this entire unit. This is how it fits. This is the tail push rod. Then you have the two small units which I told you. Those are the tail control rod connectors. This one and this one. You just need to fix it properly and then go ahead and apply super glue. And then we will push in the ball linkages here. And these will be fitted here. So this entire unit is where we will fit in. Now I will go ahead and open the packet, and I will also, you know what, let me check if I've got a cutter in front of me. Let me do that right now in front of you. Yes, I do have it. Let me just cut this out. one of the tail control rods here. All right, here it is. What you need to do is, you can see here it is. Here's the hole. You just have to push it inside. Now if it's a little bit tight, again, if it is a bit too tight, what you can do is sand it little bit. Be careful, again, this is carbon fiber. Don't let any of the carbon fiber dust go inside your lungs or your nose. So sand it carefully here and then push it inside, and then you can put a dab of super glue or cyanoacrylate on this. So the same thing, you will have to do it on this end too. So once you do this, we'll come back to the next step. All right, as you can see, I have gone ahead and fixed this inside. I had to little bit sand the opening of the carbon fiber, and I have also placed a drop of cyanoacrylate super glue here, and the same thing I've done on the other end. And also in the same packet, which is Hiller Hover number 6, packet number 6, you will also get this kind of ball link. You'll get 2 of them. So what you need to do is just go ahead and take one of them, and you can see this part is threaded. So you have to hold this and slightly and carefully, of course, go ahead and thread this. So what I did was, I had got a small plier here. I held it up and I started tightening this and try to go as straight as possible and go all the way in and leave about maybe around 2 mm of space from the end, because we might have to make some few minor adjustments later. Here you can see, this is how we can go ahead and thread it. I have also done this on the other end already. So this being done, it's quite easy and simple now. And we need to fix one of these ends of the opening. I hope you know that the ball links actually go inside the ball through one way itself. There is a certain way it goes in. There is a kind of a small ridge here, if you see. On the other side, you will not see the ridge. Wherever there's a ridge, that's the way it goes inside the ball link. Do not try to force the ball through the non-ridge link. Otherwise, you'll end up breaking the link. If not, you'll end up damaging. Otherwise, this will become too loose and it'll start wobbling around when you're flying. So this will go here in the tail pitch slider here, in the bell crank. This will go and fix here. And the other end will go to the servo, which we will proceed now with fixing the servo here for the tail. Okay, so this literally almost completes your entire heli. And let's start fixing up the tail servo here. For the tail servo, I had one of my old servos, the Avionic 9257 high speed 22 gram servo. This is quite a good servo. It's quite fast. What you require is not huge torque, but what you require is speed, especially on the tail servo. So pick up a servo which has got a good speed, and I have used one of these circular arms here, and this is how I am going to install it in this manner. And I will have the ball link facing towards the frame. This is the way. So I will start fixing this in a few moments, and after I fix it, I will show you how this entire thing looks, and we will come back. As you can see, I have fixed the tail servo here, and importantly, the way that I fixed this, you can see the output shaft of the servo. You can see a long gap here, a short gap here. That means to say the output shaft is facing towards the frame. Don't turn it the opposite way. So this is the right way. And the tail servo holder, I've used these 4 screws that came with the servo that I had, and I fixed it. And you can see there are some extra protrusions of the screw coming out. I'm going to take a Dremel later, and I will cut this off. Otherwise, when moving around, it will hurt your fingers, and maybe some of the wires will also get cut. So I'll just, for safety's sake, I will go ahead and cut these 4 protrusions. And later, this is the tail control push rod. As I stated earlier, one part will go here, one piece will go here, and the other part will go across here on the servo. These things we'll do later. We don't have to worry about this right now. So what we have done right now, just to recap, we have finished the entire head, the frame, the tail, servos have been fixed, the tail servo has been fixed, the belt has been placed in the right direction. So this all encapsulates number 3 part of the video. So let us proceed next to the part 4, where we will start pulling out our radio. We will start setting up the servos. We will start subtrimming them. We'll get them to level and level the swash. We'll have to use a gyro. We'll set up the servo, etc. So that will be a completely in a different segment of the video. But for now, let us end this here, the part 3. Thank you so much for watching again, and we will soon be back again, and see you soon. Bye bye.